This is my 1 o'clock stretching routine right here. Yeah, some of these. Anyway, hey, how you doing? It's Thursday, 1 o'clock. Here we go. Ask me anything. Keith Pitch here for all of you that don't know me and are just popping by through your Facebook and Instagram feeds. Like, oh, hey, this dude's live. Who is this guy? Mortgage expert right here, 25 plus years. Coming to you today with the question. So I know this is an ask me anything. So if you have a question, drop it in the chat, talk to me, let me know what your question is. But my question for you is why not you? Right? Why not you? So here's a cool little fact that I know about 100% of real estate. 100%, 100% definite is owned by somebody. Think about that. 100% of real estate is owned by somebody. Why not you? Why not you? So I started thinking about this because I just had a client meeting. We will talk about that here in a second, Jamie. Thank you for asking the question. We finally got a legit question other than my friends putting like stupid questions in the chat. We actually have a question about like how many chucks could a woodchuck chuck? No, we're going to talk about land in just 2 seconds. But let's talk about, had a client meeting earlier this week. The client said, hey, I've come into some cash and I was thinking about getting into investing and I thought, why not? Why not? And I think that is a common question that very few people act upon, right? Why not? Why not go for that new job? Why not trade in my car and get a new one? Why not buy real estate? Why not start to invest in real estate from a passive standpoint? So the best thing that I can say is get educated and challenge that why not and actionably take a step to learning. Education is the key to everything that you want in life, because once you understand something, it's no longer this ubiquitous thing that is out there in the ether of the universe. It's actually tangible. So I wanted to share a couple for those of you that are looking, similar to my client here this past week, that are looking to invest in real estate. I wanted to point you in a direction on where to get some information, where to get some thought leaders, because here's the long and short of it. There's a lot of different ways to come up with passive income, and real estate is one of many. But each one of them, you have to understand it, right? It's a new set of skills and a new set of terminologies, and it's a new set of understanding. So you want to really immerse yourself in this information because there's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot of different ways that you can invest in real estate, right? So more than we have time in 10, 15 minutes worth of show to go into. But long story short, I want to introduce folks. If you haven't heard of it, they've been around for quite a while. Bigger Pockets, David Green and his group. Great group that I am a member of and belong to and integrate with are the Seattle Investors Club, as well as Addicted to ROI, right? Return on investment, right? So I'm going to drop the links in the chat here. Check them out, sign up. All these things are free to download their podcast, to talk to people, to get integrated into a network that will allow you to think in a different way. A lot of folks think, oh, it's just, I just can't be a real estate investor. I just can't own my own house. I need this, I need that. And once you dive into it through education, things get a lot easier. So that was my big takeaway. Why not you? 100% of real estate is owned by somebody. Why not you? Right? Whether that's your owner occupied, your second home, that is your investment strategy portfolio that you're going through. Jamie Moss asks, do your land loans require having to build on, or can it sit raw? Great question. So first of all, land loans. Can we do land loans? Yeah, absolutely. You want to go out there and buy a raw piece of land and then develop it? Sure. Here's the key right here. Raw, sit raw. So here's a great education piece for y'all out there. Some land loans allow the property to sit raw, right? What that means is you do not have any stipulations. The lender is not compelling you in any way, shape, or form to develop the piece of property, right? So you can go out there and buy that 10 acre, 20 acre, 5 acre, a half an acre parcel and not have to worry about building on it. Now, this is a very good question to ask the banker, mortgage lender, whoever you're going through for your land loan. Hey, does this land loan compel me to build? Right? Some of them do. Some of them say, hey, you have to start building, and you have to start building within 24 months, 36 months, 5 years, right? Depending on the structure of the loan and the terms of the loan, right? So very, very great question. Thank you for asking, Jamie. It's an important one. The other thing that may not be in the mortgage side of the note, but it may be in the development side of the note, if you're buying an undeveloped piece of property in a planned development, right? It might not be the mortgage that compels you to actually build something. It might actually be the homeowners association of that development, right? Especially when you plat something out. Let's say you have 20 houses start, right? And you're buying one of the lots in this 20 house plat, and it's got to be built on within 2 years per the HOA. It might not be indicative of the land loan. It might actually be indicative of the terms and conditions of the property that are recorded on title. So that's a really good question. If you're out in the boonies and buying a piece of property, acre, 5 acres, 10 acres, 20, whatever, and there's no homeowners association, there's no planned urban development there, you don't have to worry about it. My land loan will allow it to sit raw, and it can just kick it there. You can go out there and take your travel trailer. The sun is shining again. Go out there and take your travel trailer or RV and park it and just camp. Or you can develop it. And we have another product for that, which is an all-in-one construction land build to a permanent house kind of situation. So great question there. Land's a fun thing. And I think a lot of people in this market in particular are looking what they can do with land, whether it's getting out of the city and building on their own piece of land, or if they're looking to just find a little vacation spot that they can indeed pull that trailer to and just chill. They are definitely looking at other options. So what if I wanted to start building tract homes? Oh, that's a whole nother lending channel, which we can definitely help you out with there. We are set up to help tract home builders. And tract homes, we have a handful of builders here that will go out and buy a piece of land. Let's call it 10 acres. And on that 10 acres, they're going to put 4 per acre, right? They're going to put 4 houses per acre. So they're going to put 400 houses on that 10 acres. So I did not do my math right. That's 40 houses. So yes, we can do that. My capacity is up to $25 million worth of project. So we can definitely do that. And Kyle, you know, and I know through our conversations that we want to help bring some more entry-level housing, that under $400,000 price point to the market. So yes, we should definitely talk about that further, because I haven't forgot about it. It's right back here with my reticular activator, and you and I need to take that offline. But yes, thank you for asking. We can do that starting at a $4 million build up to a $25 million build. I have some different money for those folks that are looking to build house tracts under a $4 million build out. So yeah, let's take that one offline. But yes, we do have that availability to help builders up to a $25 million build out. So that's a pretty awesome thing. And it gets us into housing supply and demand. There are builders that are building, and there's only 1 or 2 of them that actually have something that you can buy under $400,000. And I think that's really where specifically the Coeur d'Alene market is deficient, is in that new home buyer housing stock. We are not building it. It's being left for the resale market to absorb. And there's just not enough of them coming out there for those folks that are starting out in life, that just got out of college, just got into their next promotion. They're like ready to take that step to home ownership. They said, why not me? Yes, it's me. I'm going to go buy a house. And so, yeah, let's take that one offline, Kyle, because that is still a passionate project for me to get going. So, yeah. That's great. We had 2 awesome, legitimate questions today, as opposed to, I'll take illegitimate questions too. If you want to ask about how I get my hair to look so good, be more than happy to share that. It is an interesting secret. It is not a hair product. It is it's something else. So I will save that for next week on the Ask Me Anything. If somebody wants to throw that in the chat, we can definitely talk about that. But in the essence of time, and we're here at 1:15, I just want to remind you, if you're sitting around thinking, wow, somebody else is doing that, you could too. I believe in you. Just go get yourself educated and ready to take action, and magical things happen. So thank you all for tuning in this week. If you found something super vital, super awesome to share, please like, share, comment, and send it out. I'm going to drop in to the chat the Bigger Pockets, the Seattle Investors Club, as well as Addicted to ROI, and share that with the community. So keep learning and keep expanding your horizons, and great things are out there for you. We'll talk soon and see you next week. Take care.